Hello, 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 hello. Welcome, 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 welcome to another Monday, Civilization 5 Monday. So it has been foretold by the ages.
إنه أنت.
Well, some civ5 as a novel, which I do like, of course. civ5 is nice. I do like civ5. I do. But I do not think I shall ever see it again. I want to
Ilka,
see the steel
Kontanu
fountains
Michaelis
in
nu
Damascus and the gardens of Caliph in Baghdad. I've never seen the mighty cracked the Chevalier, now fallen fortress of Knights Templar. The Holy Land has many places, and I can spend a lifetime here. Until the Hun, he said. Then it told me the story. The Huns rode out from the wilderness somewhere in the 400s, eager to feast on a Roman Empire weak from internal corruption and expansion of other barbarian tribes. It was the Huns who drove many of these other barbarians from them. They were terrifying warriors on the steppes of Asia. Bodies just figures from ritual scarring. Legs deformed from many lifetime of desire. Despite the face and aspect, the Huns were more than raiders. Had it not been for the leadership of Attila. Kel called himself the Scourge of God. He and his brother Bleda led the Huns not just to raid, but to devastate Scythia and Persia. You can go there on these. You sleep for now.
Ne istiyorsunuz?
Hi Soda, you were here quick. My day was pretty good. Well, nice and chill. You're not here for intro, but you were here very quick. I gotta say, much more quicker than you usually are. I think it was called Only Yesterday. Like only yesterday or only last year or something. It's very like low sort of movie of sorts. Let me see if I can Yeah, it's Only Yesterday. This was called Only Yesterday. A busy work day. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. I mean, even if I finish, I almost never manage to, finish. Even if I think I'm close. I mean, it's a lot of my sets that I have that's sort of like one off from finishing. I saw that you sent me a slowly letter though. I was trying to figure out what was in your drink. If it was sort of like a like Sprite or something. Because what it looked like, sort of like that's sort of like what a Sprite usually or 7-Up usually looks like with ice. It might not be, but it's what it looked like to me. I just merely looked at the letter, like read it, but I will sort of like reply probably more tomorrow. It's too late now.
istiyorsunuz?
Oh.
And you... Let's see... Are there any other... Is that Persian one? Now that they're back in business. Let's... But yeah, that's what is going on for me in my life. Sort of might have gone AFK, to be fair.
Saluti. Andevanti. No. No.
Since she's not replying, that's probably what happened. That's very quick of her to go into like AFK mode, I gotta say.
بكل ربي في قلم ثنا شوي لخ بقرب تقابل
Ooh, that's actually pretty good that they didn't. Capture, well. Heal, heal. Let's see, we can bombard. We are captured enemy bombards. There we go.
Ne istiyorsun?
Then will we yeah, return. Da 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 da. Egypt. A month since I entered the Holy Land. I was in a whole foreign land. And I was
Sta
dying.
offerta non sarà valida per tanto tempo.
I wandered for 3 days and
Как
nights
тебе понравится,
before the horse
если я
archers
предложу
found me.
такой обмен?
I abandoned my mounts to the vultures and my armor to the heat of day. As a night was not much of a threat to them. I thought these men were Turks, cut a toy when they pray. But when I can distinguish the riders from the blur of mirage, I thought that they were Saracens, the rulers of the Middle East. I had ridden to the Holy Land from Normandy in France, who was by all right these Saracens' enemies. Yet they gave me water, the springly horse, and took me back to their leader. And that is how I met Saladin. The paintings in Europe show Saladin as barbaric, demonic barbarian. Yet he's more chivalrous than any knights I've met before. And he prefers the palaces of Damascus to slaughtering lords in the desert. Heal, work. Bam and a blam. Oh, you need an upgrade, so
Vision is the art of seeing things.
stadium. I want you there. Where did Soda go? Soda just vanished. It is in thin air, it seems.
Selamlar. Gelin pazarlığa tutuşalım. Hoşunuza gider mi?
Yes, let's go for...
Selamlar. Dinliyorum.
And let's get you up there. There she is. Yeah, I was wondering where you were because I was speaking and you're like, no reply whatsoever.
Kilka. Kontanu mai kilishnu huchi semtumala. Sta offerta non sarà.
Aureo? Nice, nice. I don't have an Oreo at home. Because I know that if I buy, they won't last. I had made my salsa tea actually. I brought 2 bags, like so I had like 1 cup of one bag and the other cup of the other bag. I mean, if I had bought Oreo, they wouldn't have even lasted me home. So yeah. Well, you can be excited for, of course, Eurovision, which is on Saturday, I believe. Not for me, but I know it's something you'll enjoy, so I will not take that from you. So I know for sure on Saturday that you won't be here. steel. But the tea I had was like, one was a shy tea one, which is, I enjoy shy tea. And well, had shown you these one that I bought before, took pictures of them, and the other one was the licorice one. The licorice one was had like, well, of course, licorice, but it also have lemon balm in it. Yeah, that one. Next breakfasts are pretty. They're alright. I mean, I like me some like. I mean, I guess cinnamon usually are, and shy is something I normally tend to prefer when I do my stuff. Well, so that you're always naughty.
Gelin pazarlığa tutuşalım. Hoşunuza gider mi? Tamam.
But I was going to say that I saw you sent me the message on slowly, and I was going to ask what the drink was that you had, because it looks like sort of like Sprite or like 7-Up on the picture. It might not be what it was on the picture, but it what it looked like to me. So I was gonna ask about that. Ooh, nice. This is why I asked now what why I knew it you wanted to show me a drink, so this is sort of like to get myself the context of what it was. Sleep, sleep. You can go there now to get more stuff, and you can also go. Ooh. Actually, man, I do need a crap ton of workers. It seems. Do not think that I should ever see Normandy again. I want to see the steel founders in Damascus, the gardens of Caliph in Baghdad. Never seen the mighty cracked Chevalier. Now for the fortress of the Knights Templar. The Holy Land has many wondrous places, and I can spend a lifetime here. There we go. But I was really curious about that tub of gummies you bought from Lidl. Oh, what was you bought from? Cause just curious what kind of sort of like gummies and stuff you guys have in comparison to us up here. What's in one
Would you
of
be
those
interested
boxes?
in a trade agreement with England?
It's fun to sort of like see what each countries have like that. Just to see. Let's see. Heal you. Heal you. Einen Liebelein und das heißt Erika. Nice color, but me not like the ginger beer. Oh, do you mean the thing that you drank? You were relaxed. Let's see. Gold. Production. You must have done the message like this morning, then, considering it and it was finished by lunch, considering how quick it arrived. since you were able to sort of, you know, work. You must have had like a really easy day. How the hell? That's criminal.
The law is
Let's see, can I hate when it's freaking the screen does that. Oh. Oh yeah. Where do I want to put you? There is. Oh yeah. I'm gonna put you there. I sort of need that going for myself. Man, I do wish that the shop in Slima, well, and that Slima ain't that expensive, I guess, and that you had a Swedish candy shop near you. I mean, I was tired a little bit before, but not now, actually. But you must have had energy today, though, considering that you did write a letter, like around lunch. You must have had the energy around lunch to write the letter for in slowly. I'm always, I mean, I was very like tired around like 6:30 around, but it got better as I sort of like, you know.
إنه أنت.
Went out.
Sta offerta non sarà valida per tanto tempo. Penseghe.
Visitan is war is done.
Gelin pazarlığa tutuşalım. Hoşunuza gider mi?
Not until no friendship until I get rest the capital of Persia from you. Yeah, it's like Mother's Day, but not here. Swedish Mother Day is another day. Then you can fortify. Go there. And you can now, I guess, automatically work. More production. Do not remember I should ever see you again. I want to see the steel foundries in Damascus and the gardens of the Caliph in Baghdad. I've never seen the mighty cracked the Chevalier. Yoda, don't be tired. Don't be sleepy.
Selv en simpel tigger vil være enig.
I want to be here, talk to the wonderful soda. That's very beautiful, very awesome.
A good rule for rocket experimenters to follow is this. Always assume that it will explode.
Soda's awesome. I want soda here with me. Because soda's so wonderful and beautiful. Having someone to talk to is also wonderful, actually. Someone's here. Sort of sad though, because I I want someone to join the D&D campaign, but we don't have anyone that sort of like want to join. I don't know anyone else so sort of like that would want to join. Which is sad. Because it would be nice to sort of like have 5 players as a thing. Instead of 4, it can be managed of course, but it's 5 players is preferred. But I don't know anyone. I did ask the question to everyone, and no one sort of like replied for the people that for the yeah, it's a quite dedication. I mean, now I am one of those people that could like do multiple campaigns of D&D, but it's and dedicate myself to playing a lot. But it's quite a dedication, full on like schedule. But we will play, of course. It is meant to have a session 0 to introduce everyone on Tuesday, tomorrow, but then it's supposed to go back to the schedule of how it's meant to be. You know, from 7 our time to 10, since the person that needed a later time couldn't, make it to a long term of this campaign, since he schedule changes of the summer. So and I don't want you to sort of like bother, since I know that you are pretty overwhelmed by, but I just wish that people could love to play and would love for you to play. And everyone is okay to have you to take your time as well if you would want to join at a longer campaign. And this is the moment you could join without because the story would begin now, without being having to sort of come in mid-season, sort of with this story that's already going on, so to speak. It's a story from scratch.
Saluti.
I really wish that we could sort of make one shot, so where you can just play for the session for just one session without having to dedicate one whole campaign for a long sessions, I guess I should say. Yeah, it's sort of like one of those things that D&D you sort of have to dedicate a long term. That's the thing as well. So that's the problem right now.
إنه أنت.
He'll die. Lad os høre det.
I get it that you might not, well, ADHD people, I know that you are not supposed to talk to it about it and stuff, but a lot of like those kinds of things focus on the one interest at a time and then sort of like switch, and it might be ages until they switch back to the one thing again, so I get it. It's just sad because I want players, one more player, and I don't know who to ask, because yeah, we're lucky we got Rogue to join, because it's so like, and this same with I asked to, and Robin was sort of like the only one interested in that group to maybe join, so I don't really have anyone wanting to sort of like join up DM that's not really good at DMing like myself, because a lot of D&D players that have played a lot of games wanted someone to actually being able to tell a story, which I'm not really good at, but I'm also I'm used to playing with people that just competent do their stuff without really, they're sort of like ignoring a lot of their abilities and a lot of role playing. So I've not gone into that aspect because of the people I normally, play with.
One ought not to be unkind to a woman merely on account of her plainness, any more than one had the right to take liberties with her, merely because she was handsome.
We might need to maybe do some one-off things though, if you want to join. Figure out sort of like do make one battle thing. But yeah, you need to figure out if you want to join, when you can join, considering your difficulties. Because I get it as well though. You're not to blame for feeling that D&D is overwhelming, because it is. I mean, my mother is the same with camera. Don't want to be on camera. But I'm the opposite. I always want to be on camera. Do not think I should never see nobody again. Yeah, the photo gallery was a good idea. To sort of like, it's a very good. Hey, let's remember the fun things. So like having a portfolio like that is a good thing to do, in my opinion. Sounds. I mean, yeah, why not? So like, find a good stone, maybe carve something into it if you can, or like make a symbol of some kind of to remember by this would last. Maybe I'm not a full-on headstone, like, but something to sort of like mark where you want to sort of like remember her by. Let's get some food actually, because there's a lot of productions going on already. Dun dun. Da 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 da. I would understand. Well, you know me, how I feel about understanding, though. But yeah, I do. I will. Maybe, but I think I understand.
Selamlar.
Ancient oracle said he was the wisest of all the Greeks. It's because I alone of all the Greeks knew that I knew nothing. Let's see, would it be somewhere over the rainbow, way up high?
Что тебе нужно?
There's
Дальше.
a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. I think that might also be culture, though, how your upbringing has been. Our understanding, though, might be, because oh, actually, it's good to de-stream me and drink some water, cause yeah, I've been drinking 2 cups of tea, but I had to have some water as well. I did like the shy one. I had 1 cup of a shy tea, and then I poured the other cup with and had the licorice one. The licorice one had also lemon balm, I think it was translated to. I think you actually would maybe like the licorice one, because it's not, the licorice was not as offensive. Okay, understood. See you soon, soda. See Normandy again. I want to see the steel foundries in Damascus. Musician, nice. Fortify. There we go. Promote you. Actually, let's delete you.
إنه أنت. إنه أنت.
He'll die. Lad os høre det. Værsgo. Det er en fin aftale. Selv en simpel tigger ville være enig.
There we go. Make sure that new thing. that one and that one then. Baby, right round, round, round. You spin me right round, baby, right round. Can wreck it, baby, right round, round, round.
Selamlar.
Egypt. A month since I entered the Holy Land. It was a holy land. I almost died.
Now,
There we go. Let's see. Can there and fortify there. Let you heal. There you go. Let's see. Polypar. 3/4. Yoink. Ooh. Perfect. Crusader stays in Palace. Let's see. I'm not in Moscow, so let's establish in Moscow. And let's see, where can we? We'll go there soon. So let's establish in Attila the Hun's court. And now,
Selamlar.
go. And up. Go there. round, baby, right. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I always win when Soda's around. I am strong. On your shoulders, you raise me up to more than I can be. Long ago, after the Dragon's explosion, a brutal pit lord named MacFerdan rallied his forces into control of Outland. Since then, his forces have grown strong. How, Master? If most of the orcs were killed, this world exploded. How has MacFerdan boasted his ranks? By using the very portals that tore the planet apart. Many of Nessel's initial distance dancings. MacFerdan grows scores of happiness through them daily. Gengar. Ooh. Speaking of Gengar, before I do it, a little tidbit. If you look up at it, doesn't it look oddly similar to a certain Pokemon called civ5? Before I forget, though, let's go to. I know what Gengar looks like, though. How to do it, though, is the question. It's sort of like a deep-ish Is this the right nuance of it? Let's see if you can do it at a proper. Actually. That's the left ear. And it's sort of like the head in a curvature, ear, think that's the actual tint of it as well. I'm not super good at drawing, but I'm making an attempt. And eventually I might actually boink boink. No, hang on. I need a arm, of course. And then there you go. I can do it a little bit there. Can do it like this a little bit. Basic shape of it at least. And now hang on then. Hang on. Boink and no. So like the claws. And so like can draw it and make it. There we go. There we go. And sort of. And hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Now we just need the mouth, but I don't know how to do a good mouth here. Hang on then. Now I think I want to try to make a tongue. Is how to make a good tongue is question. question is then, how do I maybe actually rounded that color I want for a tongue. And then eyes. Actually, I think it's sort of like yellowish eyes. Hang on, that's and then take a black one. Black pupil. Hang on. Can I just then can actually I feel like that is actually a good version of it. I have to say. Now that is sort of like export it. Then we have to open it, but before doing that we shall try to look what Genga would look like, actually look like. Let's see here then, and also open it. To be fair, I was sort of there. I only needed to make the teeth instead of the tongue. It's sort of like, and it's sort of like the other, like shape of eye, well, another eye color, but it's recognizable at least. I think. Actually, I think it's decent enough. Actually, it's actually. I'm happy with it. Once I'm actually happy with the result. I think I'm very much after my grandmother in that way. The one I'm talking about the most. Not my mother's mother, but my father's mother, that granny. Because much like her, I'm a perfectionist when it comes to my stuff. Almost never like happy with results. What I do. But this time was pretty decent, I gotta say. Armory, let's assign some to elect myself. But before, it's might as well quit for the day, considering it's getting late. It's a good way to stop, and then I can actually raid out to freaking Bjornan before Soda runs away, wanting to go to bed without me managing to end. But I will raid out to Bjornan. I will see you tomorrow actually for session 0 of Fandelver and Below, the Shattered Obelisk. Good night, friend. Take care. Sleep well. See you tomorrow. And thank everyone else that watches this, that have been lurking, and of course are watching the VOD on my YouTube side of things. So bye for now, people. Bye bye bye. Let's raid out. Say hello to Bjornan. Take care of him.